Hello, y'all. Okay, I had already started this little working in my little possibilitarian journal, and I sprayed, excuse me, the Spritz spray on this craft cardstock, and I didn't like it. So I'm being lazy. My paintbrushes are in the bathroom because I washed them out, so I'm just using my finger. And I am making a big mess. So let's see here. I'm just spreading this gesso out. And now I'm kind of knocking it back with a Kleenex and just basically making a great big mess. But we don't care, do we? Because we like to make messes and then try to figure out how to salvage them. That gesso is really thick. I probably should have added some water to it. Okay, so now then, ooh, that's thick. We're going to take the heat tool, and dry it a minute. Don't want to get your heat tool too close and burn the paint. And keep it moving. I get, my brain wanders a little bit and I forget to swivel it around. Excuse me. It gives off a scent. Like I told you in the last video, I'm very susceptible to odors and scents and things like that. And so I may have a coughing fit here. I hope not. Okay, that's reasonably dry. So now let's take our spritz again and let's spritz on it. And the reason I'm insistent on this blue is because I bought, oh, this yummy, yummy, yummy white Winter's Veil. I got a big pack of paper, a little pack of paper, and a pack of what they call toppers. So I wanted to play with that a little bit. So I'm gonna knock stuff off. There we go. It won't stay. It's an avalanche. Oh no. Story of my life. Okay. Now I'm shaking this, and if you see, I'm not just shaking it up and down. I'm kind of rolling it, and that helps to keep from getting the sparkly stuff up in the sprayer and clogging it up. So now we're gonna raise our book a little bit and we're gonna spritz some. And now I like that much better. So now I'm gonna get that heat tool out again. But you know what? I think I want to do a little pink also, the pickled raspberry. So let's shake this. You can hear, if you get it shaken just right, you can hear this little BB kind of thing in the bottom of the bottle. I can barely hear it, but it will, you'll start hearing it. There it goes, and it's mixing all that good glittery, sparkly stuff up. Okay, let's take this again. I've already got it on my finger. I am such a messy crafter. All right, I'm protecting my other side of my book. Oh yeah. Okay, I like that. All right. Oh, the other thing that you always, excuse me, there we go, that you need to remember to do is wipe the nozzles off on your sprayer bottle, that where the spray comes out, to try to keep it from plugging up, because if it ever stops up, you've had trouble. You can't. get it to spray anymore. All right, where was the other lid? I just saw it. Heaven help my time. Okay, so now we're going to dry it again. And we're just playing. I have no real plan in mind this afternoon. This is merely to get me out of cleaning off the dining room table, which is covered up with art products. So we decided to play instead. Does anybody else do that, or is it just me? I can think of 1,000 different things to do besides what I need to be doing. You just keep that moving and dry these beautiful sprays, excuse me. These are the Tim Holtz Distress Spritz sprays. So now that gesso doesn't look as awful. Heavy would be the right word. My gesso doesn't look quite as heavy. I need to be cautious in how I describe things. It didn't look awful, it just looked thick. It looked thick, thick, thick. So now, this is what I've got. That's an interesting, and a very interesting mess, wouldn't you say? Okay, so now we want to think about laying Dreaming of a White Christmas right there. I had a deer punched out. Where did it go? Maybe a deer up here. Big thing I want to do is cover up that place where my Kleenex lifted off gesso. So, do I want a deer or do I want a snowflake? There's some snowflakes in here, and they're glittery. It's getting close to Christmas. My grandbabies will be here. I'm excited. I haven't seen them since July. They moved, and I miss them. Okay, let's take the deer away. I thought at first, but see, this book is small, so it can't really handle two large things. I've got this real pretty little snowflake that I punched out from an Elizabeth Craft die, and I'm thinking I need to put that there, and then this there. Do I have a smaller star? There goes my avalanche again. Yep, there's a smaller star. Let's use the smaller one because this page is kind of small. All right, let's do that's kind of pretty. Not earth-shattering, but pretty. Let's bring that one down there and bring that one up there. Nope. Maybe this one just doesn't fit. That balances out better. That one is so pretty, but it's not the right style. Okay, trusty glue gun. Glue press, excuse me. So let's take our little glue press and let's glue down some stars. This is just like creative play. This is just slinging glue is what I like to call it. I'm just slinging glue this afternoon. Just playing. It doesn't have to be anything earth-shattering. Its only job is to make me smile. It's always fun to take just a few minutes and work in your art journal. And you can write in it, you can draw in it, you can do whatever makes your heart happy. Dreaming of a white Christmas. It would be nice. I think the last time that we had a white Christmas, Jordan Marshall got stranded in Blairsville. That was quite funny. All right. Do we want to put a Let It Snow up there? Then that covers up that really pretty blue. Let's put it on the opposite page. Let's put it over here. Do we want to gesso that page? And do, oh, you know what? Yes, we do. Because then I can use my deer. All right, here we go again. This stuff is so thick it just does not want to come out of the tube when I squeeze like... I can't get it to come out of the tube that way. So what I end up doing is taking the top off of it and gluing it that way because golly bum, it's thick. Maybe let's do this. Get back up there. Spritz a little water right there. Watch me get electrocuted. That helps spread that out some. Because that is some thick stuff, I'm telling y'all. Thick, thick, thick. Oh, goodness. So we'll spread that out. And we will make a double page, a double page spread. I guess it's a 2-page spread. Get my terminology right here. This one's got more white on it than the other side. That's all right. Because we're going to have that pretty deer standing there. Let's wipe this up before I electrocute myself. Because as y'all know, I am a klutz of the 1st degree. If it's bad and it can happen, it will happen to me. Get out my little baby wipes. Clean up my mess. Clean up my fingers. Put the lid on the gesso. I can remember as a child, because my mother is an artist, she would make gesso on the stovetop in our kitchen to cover her canvases with. I remember that. Now you can just go out and buy gesso, but back then I guess it wasn't readily available. And of course we lived way out in the outback of beyond, so she had to make her own. Okay, that's pretty dry. Let's take our pink this time and start off with it. First, we'll get some more Kleenexes to put down because we don't want to adulterate the right side of the page now. So let's lay that there. Lightly shake. Do I want to do that first or do I want to add don't think I want to add that. Okay. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to the grandchildren getting here. Like I say, I've not seen them since July. We'll have some fun. We're going to let them decorate the tree. And I understand that Snowflake found them in Memphis. So that was good news, because we were afraid that she would not be able to find them after the move. But she did. I guess she got word from the North Pole and magically appeared. Ooh, that's going to be pretty. All right, let's dry this. That needs to cool off just a minute, and some of that's still not dry. But look at that, how that did. Huh. I must have had a lot of gesso right there, and maybe melted it a little bit with my heat gun. I didn't get the interesting color splotches as much on this page. Might have been the water that I added. Okay, that should be dry enough. Let's take our little deer. Oh yeah, that looks nice. I like the way that's looking. And then we're going to come up here with Let It Snow. Yes. Glue press. And see how quick this is going together, because I'm using things that were pre-made. Now it kind of feels like cheating, but it's fun, it's pretty, it makes me happy, so who cares? Not everybody is an artist, but still wants to feel creative, and these are tools to be used. That's the way I look at it anyway. So we're going to put him right there. Now, I think, yes, in my Cat Curse stencil and stamp group, I have some little stars. So I think what I want to do is I think I want to put holographic embossing powder on these stars and dot them around and emboss some stars. Wouldn't that be cool? All right, let's see. Go away, gesso. I saw my stamp block. There it is. It's way big, isn't it? Now to find the embossing ink, and it leaks. It's so sticky. I hate to touch it. It won't clean off good. I'm always losing it. I lose everything. It's a running joke at the craft store that I go to. Alright. If you were embossing ink, where might you be? It's not that one. I'm going to pause you a minute while I go on a mad search. Nothing new there. I found it. I got to get a bigger tub for my inks. Oh, excuse me. Now I've got the hiccups. Isn't that just grand? Okay. We're going to put a star there. Can I even see it? Yeah, I can see it. Okay. And we'll put some stars over here. And I guess we better do one page at a time. Maybe I want to put some off the side. Okay. Cover that up. Get a scrap piece of paper. Get my holographic powders and sprinkle them on. Y'all, I love making a mess. It's very obvious. But I have fun. Okay, now we're going to, and I didn't use my little static thingy. I forgot that. I always do. Nothing new there. All right, now, come on, little book. Cooperate with me. Okay. Oh, it did stick. They did stamp. Yay. All right. Before we make a huger mess than we've already made, huger, is that a word? I don't know. But I have friends that will tell me whether they're words or not. Yeah, I know who you are. I know you do. Okay, let's rake this up. Push it off into that. Yeah, I get embossing powder everywhere. Always put your lid back on your embossing powder before you get out that heat gun. Do as I tell you, not as I do. Why? Because I have done silly things with embossing powder. Okay, let's heat this up and see what happens. We're going to heat from the back. And then we're going to turn it over. And we're going to swirl and melt this embossing powder. Ooh, that's pretty. Okay, I think that's melted. My friend Barbie and I discovered the holographic embossing powder in the shelf, oh, about a month ago. Oh, there you can see it. Look at that. Okay, let's get this side. We've already got snowflakes over here, but let's put some stars in there too. Okay. This is not the leaky Versamark embossing pad. I've got another one somewhere that this one, well, yeah, it has been leaking, but I've got another one that's been leaking really bad, and it gets everywhere. I hope that's gonna, did it do? Yeah, sort of, kind of. Stamping in a book can be difficult. All right, let's come up here and let's raise these and press from underneath so that maybe we get better contact. Okay. And let's do this. Let's lay this, well, that's not going to work. Do it like that. Okay. Now, where's my sheet? Cover that up. Get out ye old embossing flakes. The magic dust. I love things that sparkle. I used to wear glittery clothes to work. Well, that got everywhere, but you know what? I'm okay with that because it'll add some dimension and sparkle and just general prettiness. Just embrace the accidents. Like spilling holographic powders all over your desk. I'm not even going to try to sweep that up. I'm just going to do that. I'm going to wipe it up, and then what am I going to do? I'm going to put the lid on before I turn the little jar over and spill crap everywhere. Do as I tell you, not as I do. How do I know? Because I've made a mess before. Just always think of me when you're messing with embossing powders. Okay, the other thing I need to do real quick is wipe off these stars because that embossing ink is like a glue and you don't want that sticking to your stamps. Okay, let's do it. Let's see what kind of magic we've done. We're going to start from the back. And I believe that they are melted. Okay, now I think I want to do just a little bit of journaling if I can find the right pen. Can I find the right pen? This one, let's see. Oh no, that's embossing ink. Okay, that's not what I was going for there. Let's try this. This is what I was looking for. But I don't think that's going to be delicate enough. Let's test it. Test it on this. Well, it'll do. It says, I cannot wait till Christmas I want to see my babies. So, there you go. I spent 30 minutes doing this and explaining to you. So if I wasn't running my mouth and hunting stuff, it wouldn't have taken me quite so long. But there is, let me take this out. There is my finished journal page. I've got embossed stars that glitter. Oh, they're so pretty. And then I've got these pretty little foiled Christmas themed pieces that came from a pack. I sprayed with distress spritzes and I used a little bit of gesso, and just like that I've got a spread done in my memory book. But you know what? I need to date it. Today is the 16th, and I'm going to run that date right along here. I'm going to say 12 16 24. Now, here's something to consider. This is a spread, but if I take this loose, see, this page can come loose. But if I do that, they still stand alone, don't they? So I probably want to put the date up here as well, just in case. So there we go. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope it inspires you to try your hand at doing some quick and easy art journaling. You don't have to be an artist, you just have to enjoy. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. Please consider liking and subscribing, and be sure and leave me a note down at the bottom. And thank you so very much. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.